Hello, hello. Tonight's sponsor, San Miguel, to drive. Vikings on. Is this only getting off again? Relationship is on. Right. Yeah, yeah. Some some days, right? Oh, the boys keep telling me they're off last week. I told them I'm painting the house. The one guy rolls it, and he rolls over on the trim. Guy comes behind him, covers that up, and then the other guy sands it down. Like I've never seen. I knew they stretch jobs, not that bad. I could paint the whole house inside in a day or two, 2 days. Uh, like what? No, I don't like that. Frankie, no. Yeah, I took away that little. I took away the little rotating thing up in the corner. Is that what you're talking about? Otherwise, I wouldn't know what it is. I want to show you the wrench too. That's like better look out kind of thing, Yeah. Nah, not anymore, man. I don't know. I think you can wear it out. Yeah, I used to like that. So YouTube can get you kind of solid. All I got to do is got the internet put in, but can't buy any fucking furniture until the freaking room is painted. You gotta get curtains. I'm gonna get those simple kind, just a big fucking hole in them. You put a rod up there. None of that involved with the fucking strings and shit. I hate that. Yeah, just beer and always been just beer. Well, I'm finally starting to enjoy my Fridays. I'm asked to pay for everything. Just so what it seems anyway. I just want to get in there, man. I mean, got a long way to go with the dumping dirt that go into the back. This next round of dirt 10 dumps it's costing me like 500, 800 bucks. I'm over 10,000 easy. If it wouldn't have been for the fact I had to raise the land, I thought I was going to have to raise the foot. But it's 3.5 feet high, 680 square meters, 3.5 foot high with sand or dirt. So I can't get out there and plus I got the dogs. One of my dogs there, he seems to be the only one affected by fleas. And I went up there today because one of the workers stays there. He's from the phone. So I went up there today. We just sit around. And my one dog, one got killed supposedly. Hit by a car and then miraculously it was picked up by the same people that did it. I find it hard to believe in the Philippines. They drive right around whatever's laying there. So Bobby, he's the runt, and Billy, Bobby's like the stripes, like the mom. Bobby's got the patches of brown and white, and Billy used to tease him because he still is the runt, like a dog walking on stilts, and he always used to get bitten by Bobby. Billy, and Bobby would, bark back and go away, and then Billy would do it again. So it got to the point where that dog just sunk his teeth into the side of his fur, getting crying. Now we don't do that no more. Now, if I got one or the other, and all you have to do right in front of me, even sleep. If he see either one of them see each other, they'll start getting nasty right away. So I go up there today, and yeah, Billy's the only one that's all bit up. His ears, like he got fight with a bigger dog or a rat or something. He's the only one that He's the only one that got hurt like that. Backside his ears are all raw, like as if he'd been chewing on it from fleas or something. He's the only one affected by fleas. We washed him. Got some soap wash. We leave stuff on. Didn't say for how long. It's just food. Always been just food. Anyway. You're in anger. You had to go together. Kind of match. That's a match, isn't it? Uh, yeah. You're in anger. You know it is. Works for you. Unless it's done in moderation. If I didn't have so much to do during the morning, with the house, I would I'm going Jack's always got something. If you think Jack could always use friends hang out with sometime. We can transition it forward. Yeah, but pretty much good to nothing. I might take myself off these beta blockers because said seniors should be taken, but the side effects. I driving once, it got me. My eyes went crazy. I don't know what the hell. I don't know what the hell that stuff is doing. Dizzy. I get not all the time, but some mornings I wake up and I don't even want to drive. Going. So I looked up how to wean yourself off. They have that pill for a week. You're not supposed to just abruptly stop. I'll see how that goes. Cause my eyes, I go in there and I have a what do you call it? The place I go to, the other store, the Robinsons, and man, they must have been going by my bifocal reading because these things were like Mr. Magoo's worse than I got now. And I'm like, dude, this ain't. Oh, you gotta get used to it. No, it's not like it's my first time. Class, for years. But I know the effect you have initially. You kind of walking looking at big feet. So I keep bragging at them, man. I'm going, oh, that ain't it. Oh my god. I think that's where they got. They had to have been the bifocal part. They had to fuck that up. How could one store give you a prescription after examining the eyes, and the other one, same company at a different mall, and they don't work. So I went back there after like 2 days, a while back. I had them put in my old the ones I had off because I want to get a separate set for riding scooters. Even my balance is freaking terrible. Even on the smaller one's easier to ride. You can put one foot up and go. But my balance is when I walk, man, it's like I was drunk. I can't walk the fucking line or nothing. Terrible. You know, I'm kind of like always leaning. One, putting pressure on one foot to keep myself straight. So if I look up the side effects of the problem is with that beta blocker, that knocked my heart rate and my pulse rate down to between 65 and 80. Whereas before, I would wake up and it'd be at 90 or 95. And anything I did, walking, whatever, it would be over 100. But I gotta try something. I can't keep throwing pills at it. And from what I read, black, it could affect your vision. Well, all these things are happening. I think that's the reason. So, instead of around here, you go to a doctor. You go there at 2:00 when she's due there. Maybe be 20 people. You wait. Anyway, if you abruptly stop, you have a heart attack. So I took another pill that supposed to keep my arteries clean. I've been eating all the wrong shit here since I got back this time. Anybody important in the background? Beautiful weather here lately. It was hotter last year, just breezes today. Oh, beautiful. Oh, he's early too. He's got dirty deeds, done dirt cheap. Over already. President Kennedy, I met your cousin, RFK Jr. back when I was 18, 17. I was 70, 79. That would year up getting votes for the presidency takes effect in January, whatever, third week of January, I think. The following year. That was my biggest thrill. Oh my God. Real Christian. The wrench, man. Look out, we got a guy carrying a wrench. I still got concrete shit to do, and I want to go up another. I want to do the concrete in the front of the place and the driveway. So when I pull in there, I can pull in one side, back up, go down the other.
I hear you say something about the wrench all the time, so I better come up and listen what you say instead.
Yeah, exactly.
Jack,
It shows you got the wrench.
I have always had my wrench at your place.
No, not on your what do you call it? That's never showed up on the screen. Shows up on the screen.
What?
The wrench. In your comment. Watch.
On YouTube, yes.
No, 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 no. Let me see. No, no, I'm on StreamYard right now. You see that? You see that little box there? Got the wrench next? I never got that on. I don't believe I ever got that.
Uh, yeah, that's normal. On the text there, yeah. Always been there. Maybe you haven't seen just
How's your week been? My week or his week? Mine's every day seems the same. When
hey
you don't work,
Matteo.
right? What's the old you? He does that with an uncle, man. I'll be talking to him, totally ignoring him, walks away. You know, as long as he's got that phone. Oh, he likes to sketching, bro. He draws,
Ah,
plays all that stuff like you do.
wow.
Done.
Yeah. Aha.
Who is that?
Done.
Looks good.
Yeah, that looks like a Gumby, man. What a crazy head. Yeah, looks. You wrote this? You drew this?
Done.
Did you do that? Oh, nice. My father was a bit of a sketch artist. He took some classes over the internet, mail. He used to do the school up there in Minnesota. I forgot he made me a picture of Green at Woods Bar. I took it over to their place. I don't know what happened to it now, but my older sister probably laid claim to it like everything else. Though he made that for me. And I used to do the sketching too. I did a sketch one time. His girlfriend's dad. Before I even started seeing the guy's nickname was Buddy, like his nickname. And they looked like
Yeah, remind me to never surprise you with anything before I ask you if you like something or not.
I took care of him.
Yeah, I just paid 50 USD today to
You did what?
make that happen. Yeah.
You did what?
No, don't worry about it.
50 years. Is your birthday or something?
No, it's not my birthday.
It's like Bigfoot. Yeah. You got better than I know. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, that. I don't know what that can't be real, man. Just can't be. Mine are too close together. This stuff is they got every they got even wider. Yet they fall off her face. You know they're right at the end. Are those teeth for real? Or you put that shit?
I have no clue if they are real or
Can you
not.
imagine that, man? Well, when I was in school, we had a guy named Tony Calderon. Dude was hairy, dude, man. Fucking grade school dude's guy. He had like a unibrow. Pretty cool guy. He had facial. Didn't he? He was in middle school. He had facial. Hairy. Oh. Ran into his brother. My friend was moving. His brother happened to work at a moving place. And he was, brother was cool too. You got Pennsylvania pusher here.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
You still from the normal studio there?
Yeah, I gotta get a truck to bring all the studio equipment over there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Plus, I keep jagging up my freaking. I had toilets put in. So I got the nephew. It's on the floor. My fucking toilets right here. Brand new, nice and.
Over at your new place.
Yeah. Yeah, see, you don't try to get close to the drain. He just steps foot in there. You know, drain could be off in the corner, and he's standing opposite end of it.
How old is he?
Almost 5. Heel. Hey. Mm. He's a saint. Angel and a devil at the same time.
So it's all ready to move in, though, huh? Ready to live in? No.
No, they got their painting game. You know, I told them. You know, one guy paints, rolls on the wall paint.
And one guy sandpapers it all off.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
the guy rolling it goes up over the trim that's been painted. So the guy behind him goes into the sample to sand it, because what happens when you do that? What happens when you do that is when you leave when you're rolling up and it's to an edge, if you don't roll that out, you got this chunk, and you can peel the shit right off. So the guy that was doing Jordan paint, he's living down the road with his sister, brother-in-law, but he ain't painting. I'm like, you know what? I could have. Last week I said, look, I get rid of this shit fucking in a week by myself. I said, this is ridiculous. I said, you guys make it. Hey, Craig, you guys make it hard for me to give you any kind of bonus because you're fucking up. You're getting what you would have got. That's what you're doing. So I was gonna give them all an extra week, which one dude could use it real bad. So
But if they take an extra month, they're making money.
ain't happening no more. But I had enough of that shit. When I see this purposely happen, I knew about how things go, but we're pushing it. We're over the other edge here. I gotta order. You know, who knows, man? Maybe I get it right away. Maybe I get it 2 days. Maybe I get it 10 weeks.
Did you do your income tax yet?
Nah.
No.
My son's supposed to take it in. I just had a something come to mind today. The ex-wife's dad, he retired, from Wisconsin. He moved to Florida. In that state, they don't have a state income tax.
Hey, Greg.
So he all you gotta do is change address, driver's license. Here's my resident. Wisconsin said, "You owe us." He said, "No, I don't." Show him his driver's license. Right? You established residency outside of where you lived. So as little as it may be, I'm gonna check into that. I guess my tax guy had a heart attack, so who knows. So,
Hey, Simon. Hey, Craig. Christian.
Yeah,
How's everybody?
So you have room for 10 again.
yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've been hard pressed to get around 10. I'm lucky if I get 2. What's happening, Craig?
You'd have to give away free San Miguel to get 10.
Well, we had some what's his name? Vincent. Vincent's on it. It's almost our times of what? 3 hours difference from Australia? Something like that.
It used to be 2 hours more than you. I think, like, if it's 8:46 where you're at, it should be 10:46.
Yeah.
That's before we
Well,
moved ahead, so I'm not sure.
yeah, it's pretty reasonable amount of time. Huh?
Yeah, we changed the time this Sunday night to Sunday 2 a.m. Yeah.
They don't do it here. That's
So what are you now, Christian? What's the time?
Now it's soon 2 p.m.
Oh, okay, right.
He has no concept of time.
So you're 5 hours ahead of me.
Yeah, I think I'm 7 hours ahead of. Now, the Philippines are 7 hours ahead of me,
Right.
but after Sunday it will be 6 hours ahead.
Well, but I have my thing on my computer locations back. I don't know if I never changed it. I don't know why. It just never happened. But if I did, then it would show my starting times in my time. So this way, I add an hour to an hour less. The other one before, I didn't get on there till 9:20 this time. Kind of a rough one. 11:30. Yeah. There. Put a wrench on this too. 10. If I only knew 10 people. The Twitch would come on.
Craig, I saw something in the news about some kind of Australian women's soccer tournament. Their team won 10-0, but they had 5 transgenders on their team. And one of them scored 6 of the goals out of the 10-0 score.
Can I ask any of you mildly intelligent people, what the fuck is with that shit? I've never been in a world or society where they try so hard to go out of their way, and there's always a complaint. You know, a gay, this and that. Well, they don't have enough people to have their own, sports league. Meet that a motherfucker. Why don't you go drum up some support somewhere? Why? Oh my! I can't believe they do that shit to women. They did that. This lady was speaking out against it, and that Leah Thompson, whatever the fucking he, she, and they didn't want to make them mad. I don't get it. I listened to. I wasn't on TikTok, and you all know. Well, some of you know the football phrase when they say, "Well, they treat that quarterback like a woman, like he's wearing a skirt." And if you know analogies, football stuff. And it was one night Troy Aikman says, "Well, when are they going to take the dresses off these guys?" So this stupid freaking woke bitch, she goes, "Did I just hear that right?" He said, "When are they going to take the dresses off?" No, motherfucker, are you talking about a woman? Are you talking about a fucking quarterback? I laugh. I had my daughter had a teacher like that. Nice looking. This chick she was on the edge, man. I mean, oh my God, she was wrong time. And real bitch. And one of my sons classmates, he goes, I said, "Yeah, man, I saw that teacher the other day." He goes, "Wow, that lady, yeah, she's a real bitch." So, stored that one in the back right here. And like a couple of years later, so I'm at this park and ride because we have this festival, Summerfest. They didn't work it last year. It was almost always a break even, $6-7 a head round trip. You don't have to drive your pig. So this lady comes on, and we have signs posted at the bus stop, shelters, no change given. So the lady, she says, she's standing there. Goes, "Yeah, can I help you? Where's my change?" I said, "There's no change given. It's $20 to 3 people, $18, So, and she's bitching. I said, and she goes, "Will you let me put that in there? I can't stop you." I said, "There's signs right there." So I said, "Look, this is what I'll do." She's with There must have been another teacher in the mail. I didn't. I could have laughed at his cracks, but I didn't. And so the next couple that came on, I just took the two singles they had given me, and I walked back to give them to her. She goes, "No, forget about it now." Okay, okay, then, So I put the money in the fare box. You get down there, and she's like, "What's your name? What's your name?" I said, "What's yours?" She said, "Are you gonna give me your name?" I said, "Nah." The boyfriend of the other lady was like, "Nah." I said, "Nah, I'm not gonna. Nah, I ain't." And at the beginning of the evening, I said this to myself. I said, "Jesus, God help the fucking guy that marries her. Never he can even get that far." This woman was, and it was my daughter's teacher, grade school teacher, my youngest daughter at the time. Well, be 30 now, but no. I handled it kind of well. I would have loved to have said what I wanted to say. I mean, come on, man. You know you're all about drama. When I go to get $2 to give you, so you got your change, and you don't want to take that. I mean, you keep a lot of shit in your mind, still. You have a lot of shit in your head, still. You're nice looking though, but God, unless the guy that can even get that far, man. You know what you do, man? You know what you do, even if you forfeit it. Play your game again, inter squad game or some shit. But if you want to do it for the spirit of whatever you're doing in sports, and let those fuckers do their own. You know, the thing is in the world they like to bitch and moan, man. Even when you give them what they want, at other people's expense. How do you explain that to a daughter? How do you explain that to her without being real? You know? Dad, why do you have guys that want to be women? I don't give a shit what anybody says. They're not binary. All this fucking bullshit. You got a dick, you're a man. You don't, you're a woman. Very simple. Even the Catholic Church is getting soft out.
I'll tell you can't deal with reality anymore. That's not the way it is.
You know how hard it is when you're brought up. And, you know right from wrong, but you don't always do it right. You know, a man to man, a woman to woman. We have birthday parties and we have games and sports and all that shit. And this is how it is because it's that way. Men here and women there. I'm no fucking freak show on the side. If I had a daughter come on up to today's world, I'd blow a gasket, man. Think over, you can punch the bitch, even though she's technically not bitch. You got that one moment. They got that one moment in time, college or grade school, whatever. High school, you got what, 3 or 4 years. Middle school now that goes 2 grades, I think, 7 and 8, and that's it for guys like me that good enough for the school sport, but there's no way I'm good enough for that. That's a pretty hard pill to swallow there when you think your shit don't stink. Then you go to a college. Look, there's guys just like you. You're not the only gifted one.
Yeah, you're no longer the big fish in the little pond anymore.
You know what? I think Jimmy Johnson was coaching Miami back in maybe 79. I don't know who was coaching Miami Hurricanes back in 79.
Howard
79.
Schnellenberger.
79 or 80. Is that who it was? So
Might
so
have,
this guy, we had this left-handed. This guy was a year older than me. He was my cousin Tim's age. His name was Larry Mills. Lefty quarterback, pretty good. So I think they scheduled a tryout. I don't know who they administrator, who knows? Who does that shit in sports anyway? But when he got down there, dude wouldn't even look at it. So I don't need you. You know? Didn't look at it. Larry was good. I don't know how good he was at that time, but he never got his tryout. He had another guy from Cudahy, where I was, and he got in his first NFL game, and he jammed his finger or thumb on somebody's helmet. Out, never saw the field. He wasn't bad. He played for Michigan. He set a lot of records, passing records, but his mechanics were just shit. They were terrible. He was like 6 foot. John Navarre. His name was John Navarre. His dad Larry he worked at Laddish. And they had a lot of government contracts. That's the only one that kept those guys in business. Government contracts. They went from a couple thousand employees. They had like 5 parking lots deep. And they were down to using just one. But he used to like, that guy was funny at the bar. But everybody's, he was on, John Navarre was the quarterback, I think in 1992 or 4, cut ahead. Undefeated, or they won state championship. And they haven't been near it since. So that's all you got vested, Then they went to the state, like the world, like the collegiate tournament or whatever. They were 1 out away from winning it, and the shortstop booted 2 in a row, and they lost 2 in a row. The guy's mind just wasn't happening. Man. It's a shame, though. But anyway, you want to feel like a woman or a man, go ahead. You can do that here. Probably got the twit in the background. Why don't you let us know what you've been up to lately? Maybe Simon will come on and see a girlfriend. She's on right now, isn't she? I gotta notice her. Sure did. A lot of us got this thing now, man. If you kind of burns you out after a while. That's why I've only done these live streams. I got a camera somewhere. I just can't find it, man. I must have packed away both my GoPro 7s. Oh yeah, it was Avatar. Yeah, she spits. You ever know anybody when you were younger had a gap in her teeth that could spit? Dr. Hans. Anyway, how's everybody's week been? How's everybody's week been? Pico, how's the mother? Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna have to leave in a little while. Go down, be with her for lunchtime. She's still the same.
For what?
She's still the same. She's bedridden, but We spent some time down at her house cleaning out. Man, that's a chore.
So yeah, sure is. Pack rat, huh? You know what, man? When you're in your house, you got a lot of stuff around, and you clean the house. You're like, I got a clean house. When you start digging shit up and throwing it away, you realize how much crap there is. Well, it just ruins your way of thinking. But man, I'm always priding myself. You know, if there's anything at my house, I would pick up the paper plates and soda cans.
Yeah, I mean, how did you clean out just to go to the Philippines? What'd you do with all your household stuff?
Oh, I sold that. I donated my furniture. Believe this or not, I never thought I'd see the day where you give them something for free and people wouldn't do it. They didn't want it. I donated it. Two black guys came over. They didn't like white people. But all they said was, "Where's the stuff?" Right? Point to it. Those were the only words spoken. These guys reminded me of that Morris Day guy in Animal House. Took it, man. I left the roll top desk there. I couldn't touch it. That top alone was a couple $100. It fucking was a beast. And then you put it on these two, drawer. There's three stacks, 3 drawers on each side. One's a bigger.
So did your son end up cleaning it out once you sold it?
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't got rid of my. I had this life insurance policy. It was supposed to end at 62. They were supposed to stop doing it because after you're 62, the one you're getting for $49 a month, and I was a smoker when I got it back in 2000. It goes to 500 or something. If you want to keep it. I don't want that. You know, on it, I need my meds here. You know, every little bit helps. Even the $300 from that one company, it's used up. So I'd like to have a buffer with this stuff. So I said, call my son. He said, send him an email. I said, call Randy. He's the guy. He works part time at Mosquito Insurance. He works for Acuity. And dude's funnier than hell. He looks like Ron Jeremy. And I always have some good conversations with him. It's funny, you know. So he says, why don't you tell him? So today I'm looking at him like, I don't need shit. I said, let me try to stop paying that shit. So gotta be some kind of drop down freaking thing here, man. And I found one. I'll know next month whether it worked or not. But it said that it would cancel any prior within a certain period of time. Prior and any future payments. If I go in and do that, I cancel, that's like 33. Like canceling the check at that fee. But it's $49. It's only $50. $49.50. Every little bit helps with the meds, you know. So I'm gonna give up that, what do you call it, on my own. I'm gonna try reducing that. What do you call it? Beta blocker for let's see how it goes. It's supposed to affect your eyesight. Yeah. Nausea, whatever.
Hey Tony, when you told me about doing the apple cider vinegar, doesn't that mess with the lining of your stomach though? I mean,
That could.
you know.
You don't drink it straight, man. That
No, it's like one
Well-
tablespoon per 8 ounces of water, right?
Nah, I heard. Well, it's 1 cup of water is 8 ounces. It's the same thing. Why
Right.
they say why they say 8 ounces to make them feel better or what? But that's all it is. I guess it's bad for the teeth,
Yeah, that's what
But-
they say. But
you got benefits, man. The benefits of that shit is, especially when you're buying it. I think I was buying that bottle for $6 something a bottle, maybe. Something like that.
I just
7.
saw it at Costco. They had a 3-pack for $9.99.
3-pack. How big is a bottle?
Oh, it's
The regular vinegar, like the Heinz, remember that one you had when you were a kid?
wait. Let me go look.
What's that?
32 full ounces.
Nah,
32 ounce.
this is bigger than 32, or that's smaller than. Anyway,
32 ounce.
I sent a bunch of measuring cups here. They're in some of these boxes. So what I did, I got lazy with it. Okay, smoke break. I got lazy with it, and I would put the tap water. Said use tap water, bottled water. So I put it in there, 1 cup, and I put my what do you call it? My 1 tablespoon into that, and stir it up and drink it out of that. That's like my dedicated.
I don't know if I got the sound, but we will see.
It's, for him. Bacon and normal.
Tony, did you take that twice a day, once in the morning and once at night?
Yeah, you could do it 3 times a day, but there's 2 or 3. So
You
if
didn't
take-
you didn't hear anything?
No.
Oh, then I need to share it again differently.
If you take medicine, I had everything scheduled. You're supposed to do an empty stomach, but some knob. He did have a good channel on Rizzuto Family Vlog Guide. I guess I don't know if he had some kind of mental issues or what, But anyway, he had a good channel. We met him through Chris, and I was talking about that one time. What he was doing, he was putting the whole box, drinking 1 cup of that shit, and he was ruining his gut.
I
I
bet.
said, dude, you're supposed to 1 cup of water and 2 or 3 tablespoons.
For the longest time, I thought you said 2 tablespoons per cup of water.
No, it's
That
1.
was too much.
Hey, you get what's the brand name? Bragg's. They tell you right on the back. I mean, you gotta squint to look, but
Warning label.
you look and they illustrate it too. The illustration of the measuring cup shows you. Does
Okay,
everything but drink it.
let's try for a couple of seconds. See how this goes.
You into your
Viking of Norway channel, where we're all about setting sail on hilarious and thought-provoking discussions. Join me and my witty crew as we navigate through life's twists and turns, covering everything from philosophy to pop culture.
Get ready for a roller coaster of laughs and insights that'll keep you hooked from start to finish.
Come aboard and let's explore the uncharted waters of conversation together.
It's a lot of pressure. That dude's voice, that guy does.
Whose voice did you use?
It's AI.
Oh,
That
really?
guy, I heard that voice before. It's on a. If you ever
Yeah.
watching, yeah,
Many
videos.
YouTubers use that voice.
It's cool. I like that guy.
You pay a certain amount of money a month, and you have AI you can use to generate.
So Simon's still there or still working?
No, it's early dark Friday for him. He's probably off work.
Yeah, I made that video while you was chit-chatting.
In my monologue.
So it says Saturday night. What time Saturday night?
Like I used to have it before midnight my time.
If I get into shit more when I could set up a room. I want to get a floor ceiling. The uncle could build one, but you know what? At this point in time, I'm not into having somebody continuously living in my fucking house.
Kristen, you're on the outskirts of Oslo. Is that correct?
I will say more than outskirts.
Oh, okay.
From me to Oslo is about 100 kilometers.
Yeah.
You know
I
what
saw
the-
YouTube about some guy, I forget his name now, but he was evaluating electric vehicles and how they operated. He was driving from Oslo out and trying to do a round trip to see how many kilometers he got out of a single charge on different EVs. I can't remember his name now. He looked like an Asian guy, but he must have been raised in Norway, born and raised in Norway.
Mm.
I can tell you one thing: electric cars will never. Not the way things are here. Electricity is expensive, and people are strapped already. So,
Yeah. So how's the EV thing going in Norway, Christian? Is it what percentage of vehicles now are electric, you think, in Norway?
Oh, very small percentage.
Oh, okay.
one,
Try to start an electric car when it's minus 35, minus 40. We'll see.
Right. Right.
hey, you know how it is when you turn the engine over anyway. That thing really, you gotta will every little ounce of freaking power in that battery to get that going.
Tony, wasn't it the city of Boston? I think they had one city bought like 5 EV buses, and this past winter they learned that they don't operate in the dead of winter too well.
Yeah, well, Milwaukee had bought one or two. I think those buses were $1 million a piece or more, and they took them off the road for a while because they weren't. That's not going to lie. Listen, if you think back, well, what do they do with these batteries? You know what I remember? I remember way back when there was an Asian country. I don't know if it was Thailand or Taiwan or somewhere, some other Asian country where before they found other uses for tires, for rubber from cars, this country they have no plantable land because they got tires there all over the place. It's just with these battery cells, they don't tell you. Nobody, you come out with nuclear waste, you have to, well, we got to throw this shit in a cave because it never will wear itself out or take millions or billions of years. And they never say nothing. I've never heard anything. Maybe somebody else has, but I've never heard them say how they could reuse any of that, setup. And if they can, it would be par for the course, wouldn't it? Vincent's here. No way, man. Somebody
I've seen
must have,
articles that said that they wear out tires so much faster because of their weight, and then those particles. There we go.
You know what the best one to do is?
Hey, darling.
Hey, darling.
The best one to do is the Toyota's Prig knows. What do you call it, man? What do you call it? I can't think of the name.
Toyota Prius.
No. The hybrid, exactly. That's about, to me, that's about the extent Mayor and Nate, those two
Right.
together. We bought the bus company, Trent System in Milwaukee, bought a bunch of the Ford ones. For one, it's a Ford, which is a freaking mistake. And not only did they rust up in like 3 years, their white paint sucks. I don't know what they don't ever buy a white car from Ford. Now my wife's Tempo had rust on it after the first year in the joints with the door. But Toyotas, you get that hybrid one, man. You do a lot of you benefit more within the city, the urban area, than you do on the highway. And some of these guys, like Kia, the Hyundai or Kia, they had one that got 50 miles to the gallon, and they never promoted it. Whoa. Yeah, where's yeah. We used to get all the stupid drunks at Summerfest every year. And
The
they
Alberta
had
Clipper has blown in.
before my time at the bus company, they had these Hungarian ones. They had the dual deal like an accordion, And the thing is, when vehicles like that are bought with taxpayer money, they have to use them for X amount of years. Even though they're dangerous, when that thing would get on the highway, that rear end would snap.
Did you drive
Oh,
this time?
No, they were gone.
No.
They had that when I was like teens, early 20s. And they, what they have, when they went down to the festival, what they were doing, they had these hatches, escape hatches. If you wanted to circulate the air, being stuffed up, maybe the air is broken, air conditioner. These fuckers used to climb up on top of the thing when it's on the freeway, like surfing.
Just like in India.
Is that Vincent on Kangaroo?
Nah, I think that's
Jack. It's a good avatar, though. Wonder where he
I'm
made
tr-
that up.
I'm trying to make a joke. I saw it was Jack, but
Yeah. Did you have AI make that avatar, Jack?
we didn't know who you knew here because it's been so long.
Yeah, that avatar did that. I put Gay Man on Kangaroo,
Yeah.
and that's what it came up with.
Yeah, I knew that would bring you around this. I read the comments. God forbid anybody ever lose their eyesight. They can count on me.
Vincent won.
Jack got extra time now. He's broadening his horizons. Yeah, somebody- Two avatars and two people.
That's all right, Craig. There's been a couple of people ask me if I can, maybe I should start some live streams again. So let's see how it goes.
Couple of people.
Yeah.
See, too bad I'm Ronald ain't over here yet because then me and him could do our show. We could set up a split screen even if we're not in the same place, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We got the format down. We'll have the format. It'll be an answer. It'll be ask the question typed in. Your question is up for review from either of the two of us, or we pass on, or we butcher the.
On last night's live stream, Gary said he's ready to make the leap, right, Jack? We heard it with our own ears.
Man.
He's
Yeah,
ready to go.
Yeah. So I will try to not have too many too serious things, but more joke and fun and. You can talk shit about me. I talk a little shit about you without any bad feelings, just for fun.
But see the people that are listening in don't know that we know each other like we do.
Yeah.
So- It could get out of control.
We all went to high school together.
It's okay if we here say what we nobody know. They don't know. But when you get somebody that goes, "Oh yeah, look at this," you can say whatever you want about these fuckers. What are you gonna do? Well, where's the limit? You know? Time out, people kick them off, all that shit.
I
Like,
think
yeah,
Christian will be pretty good at eliminating the trolls. Pretty quick.
Oh yeah. But I also trust my moderators. So if they see something they don't like, they are free to do what they think is good. Yeah. If it's 1 minute timeout, 2 minutes timeout, 3 weeks timeout, or the rest of the
And
life, it's okay for me.
Craig, I
Yeah.
got the replays on mine.
Yeah, Craig, I saw that also this morning that David's was video not available, just the one from last night, the live stream. So some
Yeah,
people
we
don't
can
want
we
them
can talk
staying.
about him too, Dennis.
But anyway, what we're gonna do is we're gonna be asked a question. Typed in question. Could be from anybody here, anybody in the back. And then we if we don't choose to answer it, we reply by the term he likes to use. And I'll do the Italian thing.
No,
Oh,
if you don't want to answer it, just answer it with a lie or something.
This is
something
mo-
something totally crazy out of
this
context.
is all
Yeah.
common. This is all comedy thing, like I'm talking about. It can be a great. We're gonna put our twist on it, or we'll since we'll warrant whether it is worthy of a response.
Tony's, I've never run a live stream. Do you have to click on the comments to bring up the most recent ones? You
Yeah,
have to continuously click
They come
yeah,
on.
to display them.
Oh, me? I gotta manually do that. I do that.
yeah.
manually.
Manually do that.
If this came out automatic, boy, we'd have a.
It's because then it's easier for you if you want to read every message. It's where the mouse is standing is blue around, so you can see where you stopped.
Right.
Hey, anybody that I know on comes on mine. They can say or ask anything they want to say. But they're the only ones that can do that.
Oh, Dennis trying to stir the pot of witches. brew.
Yeah, ain't it, man? Just like a piece of bacon, huh?
Dennis, tell them your new title, the Alberta Antagonizer.
Yeah.
But then we should wait with him until Tony at least have 5 beers in him.
5 years in there. Anyway, he can try to come on.
No, Dennis was saying that we could talk about him.
Oh, we always do. He knows that. He's there. He's paranoid as a motherfucker. There's never been a more paranoid guy. That all the people he has on his show, they think he's this, that, and the other thing. They don't know how devious and piece of shit he is. A fucking loser. You know?
That
You
should be
can't-
a
you-
book. Yeah, Dennis, that should.
You do stuff to people, and shit's gonna catch up. It's like the little fucking cry wolf. What was that? Little Red Riding Hood or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, Dennis, Saga in Naga should be a book series.
We're the bastard children that spawned from that freaking show.
We have a book series here in Norway called The Saga of the Ice People.
See, you know what? If you weren't such a nom, you wouldn't get caught because everything in it, see, when somebody makes a mistake and they don't normally do something, it's acceptable to say, I'm sorry, I didn't know it affected you. But when that's your way of life, and you do it over and over, and over, that when the real you is is a problem that's never been corrected for whatever reason. Blame it on whatever, but you don't know how to carry yourself. You shit on people and you think they're stupid because they're not going to mind you. Because you've seen people come back over and over, even when you've been spewing shit. They'll come back to you. And you think, oh, these fuckers are dumb. I'll say whatever I want to say. They're going to believe me. Jim Jones and Guyana or something.
Yeah, and even for a drunk, he took it too far.
Fucking Red Horse. Tell him about Red Horse, Jack. Help the fucking person up, man. This, I mean, third. When you have if we were all 20 here, it'd be a learning experience. But when you go dip your stick there and you play a couple of lives, you're responsible for your family and providing for them. And an idea of YouTube being that employment, you know, if you're waiting on the bigger prize, you're going to get a prize. You turn 67, whatever. If it's a great amount, then great. But if it isn't, go back home. You know, work for a year, come back. A ton of cash, you know?
Yeah.
A year ain't going to kill you.
No, in summertime, I don't think you need to work even a year. In summertime, you can have so many paint jobs, concrete work, and everything like this.
He's in the motor drive.
Yeah, but he can stack bricks. He can stack 1 liter of milk on top of the other. You know.
Yeah. The point being, you have options. And if you're that low or that desperate, you're the man. We'll solve it. I cannot tell you guys how many times.
The problem is he's a simp, so he can't stay away from his girlfriend for more than a couple of days.
I hate it.
Crying.
I hated what I did anywhere I did after 15 years in the factory. The pension shit, I didn't even know it. It was a blessing that I took the buyout and left. I still got 15. Well, I got 8K out of that one, but got my pension. I mean, ain't shit either, but it's something. But it was a blessing that I went, and I knew I wanted to make. I knew I wanted to make what I was making when I left there. It was going to take me a while. I had to go back. I had to go down a little bit from 18 to 14 and back up. I think when I left, I was getting 26 or something. And I always had my eye on the prize, man. Since I was 16, you have to, you know. I have one sister, older sister, calls me a lazy ass because I earned that motherfucker. You're the lazy ass. That's why you're still working because you're lazy. You gotta have a freaking plan, man. You gotta have something. You don't wanna go. You wanna set yourself up so you live comfortable. Whatever way that is. You don't. It's only you. Only you can do something about you.
Yeah. Thank you, Craig. I prefer them smaller, but it's okay.
What's smaller?
He sent a video link.
Well, ain't it bad? What do you mean? See, okay.
If you see on the YouTube chat, you will see he put out a YouTube link for me to watch.
You can blow that up on. Not a lot of people know it.
Tony, you caught up on the link there? There we go.
Yeah, I'm good. You were up there for a while. Or what?
No, I seen it already, so it's no problem. for me.
So it's pretty pathetic that you have to tell a grown frickin' man you know, that asks for certain things. And to me, I'd be ashamed that I'd be the age I am and have to have other people my age or even younger tell me what I need to do. If you haven't figured out what to do in life at this point, and you're like 60, fuck. You live the life you want to live, man. You know, any way you want.
Yeah,
You ain't anybody-
people have said to me all my life that I need to have a plan, a plan, a plan, a
that was
plan.
way back.
I never had a plan. The only plan I ever made was before I went to Thailand. I studied Thailand for 2 months before I traveled. That's only planning I done.
But you've done the way you want to. You're not doing it with 2 kids and so. And,
No.
and a wife,
No.
and you're not 62, and that 30 years on your wife and your children are young.
Oh.
They as soon as you had those are your priority. What you want to do and what you like, and that ain't for you anymore. What you do is going to be for them. Some people never get it.
Yeah, until either she or I get an acceptomy or what is called. If she don't swallow, she don't get my elephant. Yeah.
Cute here, man.
I ain't putting out some children down there.
There ain't, yeah. Mother's milk, huh? You want to stand up and beg for buttermilk, huh? Man, you know when I used to work out in the gym the first time, a friend of mine from Astrock here, and his dad was one of our supervisors. He's 90 now. I think last time I saw him in the store. 90, man. He was a funny guy, you know. I mean, he had a glass eye, but he was subbing for second shift one time. It was payday, so I come around with the envelopes. That's before they put the shit in the bank. And I see the door open. I'm in a machine bank, a couple of rows away. And I turn around because we usually get up at the same time every day. And I turned, man. I seen his head, then I saw these fucking checks flying up in the air. He tripped over one of the legs on the hopper, you know. And all you say is, "You got to move them goddamn things." You know, fuck all you do is walk around them. Oh man, he's a hilarious guy. Had a good times.
Yeah, we had some funny guys back in the day, you know. That's where we learned our humor. Nowadays, I don't know how comedians even work nowadays.
You know what makes you laugh is that some of the things we've done ourselves. But when you're younger, you won't admit that. It's not like going totally fucking up. Just enough that you can look back and you go, yeah, you know, yeah, that was me, man. I did that a time or two. You know?
Have you ever looked at a YouTube video where someone falling from a bike and you can feel it in your crouch?
Oh, they're my knees. No, what's
Yeah,
they
those
show
guys
these,
that try to ride the bike on the handrail and they slip, right?
hey,
Yeah.
hey, I think the YouTube took them off. YouTube took them off the air, but they were called Twins TV. These twin guys. And
Yeah.
they always pull these pranks. They go to a black neighborhood and fucking just talk shit and fucking run. You know, the fact they They were like 20 years old that helped,
Christian, was it you that used the link to the Bad Day at Work video?
Yeah.
Yeah, those were funny.
But I got a strike on that one, so I had to delete that channel.
What these dudes would do is they would set up a bike, they could stolen a mountain bike. And they'd have a lot of cable, And they'd leave a bike to bait people. They'd leave the bike right out in the open, And but they cleverly covered up the cable. And the person get on the bike and start going, boom, fucking, take them right off of there. Just bruise their coconuts, man. And one time, this guy, they put that mace shit on the handlebars, and then they'd squirt water in the guy's face. The guy would go touch his face. They had a scooter blow up, and one chick pissed their pants.
You
The
see
other dude,
the
like-
ones where they lock the people up in U-Hauls and bounce them around everywhere?
Nah, I might have. I can't vividly recall that.
U-Haul got
Was that
mad at them.
Was that the Twins
Twins
TV?
TV.
Ah,
Yeah.
they still on? Are they still on?
I don't think they're doing anything anymore after the whole U-Haul thing.
They probably grew up.
You remember the Two Good Neighbors?
Two Good Neighbors.
It was a animated cartoon series about two neighbors always helping each other, and they destroyed more than they made. What was that country from again? They were from some Eastern Europe country.
Hmm.
We'll
Was it
see
from
what.
the trailer
Maybe
park?
that was another name
Oh.
in English.
That sounds a little like the movies with Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau. Angry Old Men. I think they made 2 or 3 of them. Robin Williams, knowing about later on about his depression thing, it was sad. But before that, they had there was a movie with Walter Matthau and Robin Williams, where Robin Williams was trying to survive because these people said the end of the civilized world was coming and all this shit, and they're sitting in a diner, and this is what it sounds like. He says, Robin Williams is crying and complaining about stuff. And Walter Matthau says, you know what, you're probably, I feel sorry for you. You're probably a good guy and all, but could you tell somebody else who cares or listens? Back then it was, but that was years before. What was it called? Strangers, something.
I'll try to make the sound. Maybe you.
Ten lurkers, man. No, we're down to 6 now.
I'm trying to get what they was called in English, but
Hey, Christian, you ever have those
Pat and Matt.
gas nut?
Pat and Matt.
You ever have those guys in the summertime ride around those vehicles and sell popsicles and stuff like that?
No.
Well, when I was driving the bus, there's one that got broadsided. They used to buy old mail trucks. They'd have that music, like that carousel music, and like Jack in a Box.
Oh.
And yeah, and the thing got knocked over on its side. They were still playing the music. I think those were. Most of them were.
Tony, do you remember that Cheech and Chong movie, Nice Dreams?
Oh, sure.
About an ice cream truck.
Yeah. Chong there, down all those Spanish people. Hey, bandejo, fucking short. They're charging them. They think they, you know, close friend. Ray Don Chong used to be married to his daughter. Used to be married to Thomas Howell. They got divorced after about 40 years of marriage, I think. Yeah, I don't have nothing no more, man. You can't. I don't know. The more options you have, TV. I think back that we had better programming with 3 major channels and one UHF channel.
Hey,
Yeah.
Simon, when was that? You were talking about the Tyson fight. He's going to fight some young guy. When's that going to happen?
June or July, I think it was.
I wouldn't even. Tyson will fucking kill him. I mean, literally. That dude, that white dude, he's gonna be fighting. He's a more muscular us. You don't have that. No fucking way. If especially if you imagine Mike Tyson doing what do they call that sport now? Where they get in there and kick you, they can punch you.
MMA.
Oh yeah, you fucking please. Fucking Tyson be in prison, man. Manslaughter. Oh my god.
Who's the bird, Simon?
Don't forget today's sponsor. There you go.
How can a wet can of beer be called super dry?
I don't know. I was curious about that too. But I can tell you what that means. In Budweiser
What is that,
tried.
Christian?
Right, I will try to.
Budweiser tried to peddle a beer called something special, where it tasted. You could taste the taste of the beer, the flavor, but as soon as you swallowed it, it was gone.
Oh, is that the movie you're talking about?
Yeah, Pat and Matt.
The pass a nut or bust a nut?
Pat
Pat.
and Matt.
And Nat.
Oh, they're 2 characters names.
Yeah.
Okay.
They always try to help each other, but they break the car, they break the house, and
That
Is it
sound
pretty
like
funny?
yeah, it's very, very funny.
Yeah.
Longhorn, Leghorn.
Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah. Mel Brooks is still living, huh? He just died. I see something linked falling on the floor.
No, he's got to be ancient. No,
Who's
Brooks.
90? Damn near 100. But listen to me. The Jews got the comedy shit. They got some wet. Even what's his name used to write for Seinfeld on Curb Your Enthusiasm. Oh man, that guy had me laughing. His shit was so funny, he'd be laughing.
Which guy? The one on Seinfeld? Kramer?
No, the writer, Larry David. Larry David used to be on HBO. Curb Your
Isn't he the
Enthusiasm.
one? Is he the one that did the impression of Bernie Sanders?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, his wife on that show, she is in real life. She is RFK Jr.'s wife. That was a fun show. That was hilarious.
So what's the weather like in your part of Norway today? I know yesterday here I had to scrape the ice off the windshield of the car.
Here is nice
Scrape
and
the frost.
rainy.
As my teacher used to say,
World's
So, yeah.
tiniest violin.
yeah. Let's get that guy going on Friday, Mr. Riker. He was in Vietnam, so we'd start talking. Hey, ask him a question. That was it.
Hey, I'm not complaining. The other day it was like 55, sunshine, best weather you could ask for.
Now, today was, for me, it was, humidity's been high the last 2 days, but up at the house, the other house, the beautiful breeze. Sweet. That color, that blue reminds me of Florida so much. I love how I felt when I was in Florida in February, the 85, you know.
What year were you there?
But they're every year for through the 90s.
I lived there for 10 months in 83.
You know, the problem is,
Oldest
love
boy was
it.
born there.
but if you want to work there, a lot of people end up working work 2 jobs. 28C, I think the other day here, when I got in the truck, it was 32 to start. And you got humidity when it's 32. But I can honestly say that when I was in El Paso, basic training, we did a 2-week a Braeger fire range in New Mexico. 116 degrees out. You wouldn't even know it.
7 degrees Celsius here.
I'm feeling fucking real sorry for you guys. I'm gonna square it with the big guy. Make sure you get warm weather next week. I never, even when I'm sitting there going, man, I don't do it to complaining hot.
We're supposed to start golfing next Wednesday. I think it's only going to be 50 for the high. I don't think I'll be golfing.
I ain't kidding. Hey, it's got to be. I learned on that job driving, opening the door in and out. You're losing heat, air conditioning. And one guy said, "Hey, they need a little warm out to still have that hat on. The warm one." I said, "I don't change shit though. This stuff is constant. I don't want to live like wait till 2 p.m. to get the high for the day. I don't want to start out at 40, have that wind gusting off the freaking lake."
Hey, it's saying here that next Thursday our high is going to be 36. So that's about 1 or 2 degrees for you guys, Christian. Our high next Thursday.
That's a bit of a stretch, man. They can't call it out that far ahead.
Yeah, I know.
It's even
Couple days
6.
before that's going to be 60. So
Who
It's a
is
big roller
Mike
coaster this time of year.
MC?
Mike. The
Mike
Mick.
McFarlane.
The Mick.
Ah,
Michael McFarlane.
We should have him up for his expertise on like you see about that ship that ran into the bridge in Baltimore.
Oh, he got a bitch, man.
I'm sure Michael could go on for a long time talking about
They had
navigating the waterways.
They had that happen in Florida on the Sun. I think it was the Sun Bridge.
I know that Skyway Bridge. Oh, I went over
Yes.
that one time. That was it. I'm sorry. That scared me. That was worse than a roller coaster for me.
I did the Mackinac deal when I was a kid.
Mackinac.
Yeah.
That's all right.
It's
Tomato,
not
tomato.
Mackinac.
I know.
Well, I got family in Michigan, but we don't.
That's how you say it in Italian, Jack.
I'm from Michigan. How you say it in drunk?
Yeah, well, most of my family. Well, my mother initially they were in UP. My grandfather, my mom's dad was from like Two Sisters Bay, Wisconsin, up near the split with that little finger out there.
Might want to
You should-
explain what that is for our foreign friends.
Well, it's just the
Mackinac
peninsula. It's,
is-
Mackinac Island. They've really done a lot. Well, they got the UP handed to them by the government because it used to belong to Wisconsin, but they gave it to them because there was a border beef with Ohio over. I think it was Toledo or that area around there. They were ready to go to war over it. So whatever was it was a financial thing, So Michigan, they said, okay, Michigan, if you're losing this whatever they got going on. We'll give you the UP got iron ore and all that. So they awarded Michigan to UP.
Yeah, Jack,
Cool.
do you ever talk to Michael? He hasn't been on. He hasn't had a live for what, about a week or so?
He says he usually goes to sleep at like 11, but
Wow,
I
he
tried
sleeps now at night.
talking to him this morning, but I see where the conversation was going. It was just texting. He said he just got home or something like that from Cebu or something like that. So
And I think that
I stopped the conversation there because I didn't want to talk. Listening to Good Morning.
competition.
8 miles in like
Yes,
3
Simon.
different cities, if not more.
You guys are beefing over pennies.
Yeah, so I never knew the history of that, the Upper Peninsula, why it doesn't
Yeah, well-
belong to Wisconsin. It looks
Well,
like
that's
it
why-
should, but
Look back in the that was in a nutshell, rudimentary way. You know, they had a beef with Ohio that I could have sworn the Toledo area, and
Don't go up there. Don't go up there if you're black.
they were both claiming it.
and what is it? I mean, is it a forest? Where they get their money from? Is it forestry or?
No, it's iron
What-
ore,
what's-
like
what's up
minerals,
there?
natural minerals. At first it was logging. They just stripped the land before they had the plant, the tree thing. When they took one, it was up at
So
up
when-
at Al
when did it
Capone's.
become? When did it become not part of Wisconsin anymore? What
Oh, I don't
about
remember
what?
that.
Was it 1800s maybe or?
I don't know. Wisconsin became a state in 1848 or something. 1846, 1848. You have to Google
That's
it.
what. Wow.
No, that's not. It's not like something I.
But
Here
you
you-
say originally that was part of Wisconsin.
Well,
Originally.
for before the country spreaded to go west, it was before Wisconsin territory. It was Ohio territory or Michigan territory, something, because it was a big. It
Did they have a
it
big
encompassed
Native
Minnesota,
American reservation up there or something?
a lot of them all over. Ohio, Indiana.
No, but I mean the UP itself.
I don't know what tribe was there, but Al Capone's got a hideout up there in Coudray, Wisconsin, and they had these watch out towers with machine guns. You know, they turned into an ice cream. But when you see it, you go, well, we have lookout towers. You can't see nothing. Well, back then, before they started putting in before they took out, that whole land area was barren. Nothing there. They took all the trees. Logging did a lot of damage back then, them times. So my mom's dad, he's Swede. My great grandmother's Dutch, Danish. They had a German Bible. So she, I think she was half Swede too. So the Swede's pretty high there. There was all kinds of Andersons in there with 2 S's, one with an E. You know, like my great grandfather that lived in Ireland. They were from the UK, Maine. His mother's name was Mary Smith. That don't get much more UK-ish. I don't know what will. It'd have been interesting to go back. Like if you could go back on a time thing for vacation, you know, maybe you do once. I told this former worker of mine. He retired quite a while ago. He went to Elbridge. He went to Graceland. And I told him, I said, man, your pictures look a lot like the ones I took. And I said, Dan, I had a real weird, when I walked in that living room, I wasn't a fanatic. You know, that was, like, oh my God, the music and all that. I liked it, the movies. But when I walked in that front door and was standing there, I felt the feeling coming over me from head to toe, like a spirit, you know. I was never big on that spooky shit, but it was real, man. There's got to be, because he said he felt the same thing. We're two different people. Last time I went was 2014. First time was 1990. That room has got it reminded me, the oven reminded me, Kiko, of that little Debbie oven or whatever. What was that oven they sold?
Easy bake.
That blue Easy Bake. Yeah, that reminded me of that. And he had green shake carpet in there. And in the brick on the inside, and that particular room was shale. Like a
Didn't his daughter died, huh? His wife's
Yeah.
still living.
brick wife, yeah. Everybody they got family in there though that have inherited. They had a beef with Priscilla. They wanted to take the whole deal. Have controlling interest.
That's all right. We still have our bud.
Well, I honestly got this. You always hear every generation saying that they got it better. This and that. All that music that we used to listen to when we were kids in the 60s and 70s on up, it never ends. It still plays, and nothing's replaced. That second British invasion we had, in the 80s, the first one. What was different back then was you had AM radio. You had two stations, WOKY, WRIT in Milwaukee. So you heard R&B, your top 40, pop, all of it except country. And when I listen to it today, man, sometimes it makes me so purpose. It makes you realize you ain't 15 years old anymore and forever to go. There was so much.
It's amazing how music can take you back to a place, right? When you
Yeah,
hear a song.
Even by us, remember back in radio in those days, people used to play like one song every 24 or 12 hours. So if you missed it, you had to wait till the next day.
Yeah.
You didn't have this YouTube thing, It was I mean, I'm not trying to be freaking biased here, but we had the best. We still do. We lived in the best times and eras of music. We did. I like music from its inception. I wouldn't buy a whole album or record. So, but
Yeah, now we see, one of the artists die, and we look, we think we're like, man, they were only 10 years older than us,
my favorite country dude kind of was Roger Miller, King of the Road. I love that song, and Charlie Pride, man. Nobody, I can honestly say I never heard any disparaging words about him from any adult around me. Him and Sidney Poitier, I love that actor too. But
Another one was Ronnie Millsap. He was the blind guy.
yeah, or before him was Jose Feliciano.
Right. But he wasn't country. He was just Spanish.
No, yeah, but singer-songwriters, man. Come on, Carly Simon, Jim Taylor, James Taylor.
Yeah.
Right there. They got two kids. I think a boy and a girl. And somebody asked them one time, "Hey, you had a lot of pressure, or do you have a problem, coming up with songs?" And he said, "Look, man, when you have a father, James Taylor, and a mother, Carly Simon. Carly Simon come from a family of Simon and Schuster. She was a millionaires or billionaires back then. So, but she looks horribly fucking long in the tooth, man. But I remember when I was a kid, I got my first cassette player. I played all the singer-songwriters, Don McLean, you know. And, remember those K-Tel albums they had out back then called K-Tel? They'd have like 20 songs on them.
Or like greatest hits or like
Yeah,
the year's
well,
top hits or
it
something.
was a little bit of Motown, you know, a little bit of maybe the Osmond or Jacksons, you know. So I honestly can say we with not a whole lot of opposition there. We had the best. We continue to have the best. I love music from 20s up to now. You know, oh, man, so much of that shit. Oh,
Mostly a 60s and 70s guy.
dude, I remember, you know, what's his name? When he said he was gay, and everybody's going, no way. You know, he had his girlfriend, was Kiki D, Del John, you know. It's just the radio and the time. The radio and everything was going on in life at the time.
And Gomer Pyle.
No, I could listen to
Jim
Johnny Mathis.
Neighbors. I never knew it that.
Johnny Mathis had a killer voice too. Still around too.
Smokey Robinson.
It's almost sad to see these folks nowadays, you know. You got that image? The way they look.
Yeah, it must be what it's like getting old, right?
Well, I got a mother's sister girls. And she fucking ages badly as anyone. And when one of my aunties died, she said, "Oh, did you see Christine? Boy, she was looking old. I didn't even recognize her, honestly. I never saw her till I was ready to leave. My cousin Bonnie kept holding my hand. She was like 65. And good looking. Oof. But my sister would sit there, and I'd say, "Look, man, we all got older. Take a look in the fucking mirror, man. You ain't what you used to be, and you weren't even that back."
Smooth operator.
Yeah, come on, man. You don't sit there and say, "Oh yeah, she looked bad," and my sister doesn't look any different than she looked. My sister still doesn't know how to. She can't spell shampoo. That's why she hasn't used it. And hair products like gel and mousse, fuck that. She fucking wet her fingers and put spit in it. I used to say that shit, and people at work get mad. I used to get told that so much. Oh, you're telling me. That's why I didn't like that. But there comes a time. I don't know about you guys, but I got a gut now. I ain't fucking give a shit, man. I wake up in the morning, life is good. I ain't worried about no waistline. I'm not worried about my fucking IQ and shit. You know, I get to wake up every day like what I wanted all my life. I live for something. You know, 3 months out of the year at that. Now I get to experience this every day. I think to myself, it's fucking March, you know, January, February, no snow. We got it good. I know a lot of other people say that, but we got it good. We continue to have it good. I remember where I was that day that they announced Louis Armstrong died. Just moved to the south side, getting off the off ramp. They just built the interstate through Milwaukee in 1968, I think. And I used to look at that dude, man, and knowing how the world was, even at that time and beyond, So this guy looks like he's affected by knowledge. You know?
Jack, what was the venue where the Pistons and the Red Wings used to play at? Joe Louis Arena. That's what it was.
Those
Just
are
I just thought of it. Yeah.
gone
When
now.
he said Louis Armstrong, for some reason, I immediately thought of Detroit in that arena. That was Joe Louis, not Louis Armstrong.
You know what?
Right.
This is in all sincerity, and you know, I had a dad that didn't show me much. He thought he did, but he didn't show me much love or nothing. But when I ate that Multo, and the one with the old black dude on the cover, smiling. And I used to sit there when I was eating it. I used to look at the box, what album cover, and I used to think to myself, how could he be so fucking happy? You know what makes him smile? I used to love that the Grinch Stole Christmas. It was my favorite one because it made a prick of a person like my dad. It made him happy. You know, jeez. Yeah, they got the London Bridge in Arizona, the original. Rap in Hollywood. Nah, you know, a little bit of that, man. There's only a select few tunes, but not enough to make me go out and buy no records. But them guys used to say that they told them what the players sing. Are you fucking kidding me? Those Motown groups.
Boom Boom is popular in Thailand and is
Stuff still sounds good. Out at my new house, if somebody likes playing that techno shit, you know, where they change the rhythm every 20 minutes.
That's everywhere here in the Philippines. Unless you're out in the middle of nowhere.
It ain't going on. There's a church down the road, but still. They haven't heard my music yet. I haven't got on my 2 for Tuesday or 3 for Thursday. All the things I did wrong and all the things I did right brought me where I am right now. I'm glad I'm in a good place. But my father's negativity affected me and affected a lot of the relationships I had. So you don't know what you don't know.
Any of you guys like cream of broccoli soup? Because my daughter's
well,
making it.
Cream of, oh yeah, Campbell's.
yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my mom's favorites. So we're gonna go visit her for lunch. So we're gonna take her a little bit of that soup, cream
Right.
of broccoli. It's just like
Hey, I used to
broccoli,
make
cheddar, potatoes, onions.
these chicken breast mix. We used to make it, and then cream of chicken over it,
No, there's no meat in this one.
rice. Uncle, yeah, I gotta go get
Boom 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 Boom. I want you in my room. 20,000 baht. Wow. I hope that is monthly, not daily. No one in Thailand is that good that they deserve 20,000 baht a day. Nah, they're only changing if you want to, Craig. It's like if you go to fix your car at a car mechanic and he has no clue what he's doing, so he put your engine in the back instead of in the front, and he don't get your car to drive, you don't pay him money for the work he's done, right?
Put it in the passenger seat. Here you go. You're all set. You just got to push it out. That's okay. I could drive it like that. Did he fall out the
Yeah.
chair?
Hmm?
Did he fall out the chair?
No, he go to the toilet, I think. Anything above 1500 baht per night, then I rather sleep alone. Yeah.
My sons are exploring. You know, it is when you get to the age of exploring. That can't be Jack. No way, man. No, Jack. You know Jack the Aussie guy.
Hey, hey, hey.
Your
Hey.
screen's getting blurry. What's
What's
that?
up? What's up, ladies?
It's Edith.
Yeah, we have to explain that what we tried.
David
Yes.
last night.
What's up, big time Tony Rome?
Hey, man, we're gonna have to do our show soon.
Oh, me and you.
Yeah, you know, yeah, you got the
Heckle
the
and
next
Jekyll?
thing, and I got the Italian response for something. I told these guys that the format would be like ask a question, type in the question,
Yeah,
and if
yeah,
it wants to
that's
be
part two.
discussed, it gets discussed by the professor. It gets the okay. If it not, next.
Right at that. We'll have
What do you
some,
think? What do you think? What do you think, Paisan? Oh,
Oh,
That's
no.
gonna be part Andrew Dice Clay and part Ebony and Ivory.
I think we
There's
got
gonna be a little bit of everything. Rowan and Martin,
a 1549.
Fred Sanford,
Fred and Sanford.
Hey, we got a good
Ron
mix here.
Esther.
We got a good mix here.
Yeah, we do. Let me see who's up in there. What's up, Brother Craig? Oh, hey, speaking of Brother Craig, there's the Baconator in the house.
Craig Simon.
Simon's up there. What up, Slayer? Oh, Craig. I was up early this morning with Will and Prime Minister, and I popped on your video, popped up about the fish tank. So I rolled over and listened to the bubbles and shit, went back to sleep.
Well, how's the Prime Minister doing?
Prime, all right.
Is he still in Cyprus?
No, he about to be back in Cyprus in 2 weeks.
Oh, he's back
They
in
ran
his
out.
home crib.
Give him time to stock up on beer down there.
I don't know.
Otherwise,
I don't know what the move is, but he got to go.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to start up again with my Saturday Night Live. I don't know if I have time to do it this Saturday, but for sure next Saturday.
you're an international man of mystery.
Right?
That
Hey.
would be like 1 PM for you, Ronald.
Mm-hmm. And then it's all good. I ain't got no job. And then Craig, at the end of the video,
You don't plan on getting one either.
nah, hell no. And at the end of Craig's video, you know, I was sleeping good. I mean, I went out quick, right? And then he woke me up at the end when he said, "Thank you." I was like, "Oh man, you don't messed up with sleep."
No, I'm
Just
sorry.
the
You
whole
said
thing.
it was 12 o'clock, or like midnight, right, Christian? Your time?
Yeah,
And you're 7 hours ahead, because right now it's 10:15 a.m. here.
yeah. After Sunday, I am 6 hours.
Ahead of East Coast U.S. time, right?
Yeah.
So I'm wrong. That would be about 4 p.m. Saturday for you, Ronald.
Didn't you see the intro, Dennis?
Oh my god. There we go. It's good, but he's busy wiping out that jungle juice from his eyes.
Yeah.
Tony will get caught up on the comments here shortly.
Yeah, thank you, Parrish. Epic Viking.
Yeah, he's saying thank you for me watching that video. That thing was like what, 20 minutes, something like that.
Hey, I was sleeping and I was so fucking comfortable. I thought it was a dream. And when I realized it wasn't, I couldn't get back to sleep. I just get up. It's one of those moments where I'm as comfortable as could be.
Oh man, I'm telling you, Tony. When you go back to sleep, go to Craig's video, and put your headphones on, and next thing you know, them bubbles will put you to sleep.
Those is that one of those? Is that one of those music things that are supposed to give you relaxing, rain, sound of rain?
Oh yeah, I do that all the time.
Yeah, but this one's,
Thunderstorm.
this one's the aquarium.
You know what I'm thinking when it's raining? When I hear that one raining, when the fuck is it gonna?
Right? Craig says the wife does the same thing. Just listen to the bubbles and go to sleep.
Yeah, there you go. Give her something to do while she got that goo.
All right.
So,
I mean,
Tony, do you have a bed at the new house yet?
No, that's what I was talking about earlier.
He
Keep
sits on
fucking
the
up.
floor next to Gary.
I'm gonna just grab it. That's enough, guys. You're relieved here. I'll paint. No, come on, man. I told him last week. I said, look, this is fucking ridiculous. You guys paint the same fucking room for 2 weeks.
Come on, Tony. You had a union job for your career, so you can sympathize.
No. See what they do is they overpaint purposely. Then they go to another spot. They do some other jobs, so they get shit to come back.
It's called job security.
It's called bullshit.
That's what it is, because the only job security they
I-
got is that
I'm
Tony
more-
paid. Shit.
I realize that, yeah, they pull a game like that. I know that, but I know the guys when I want to have other work done, who I'll be calling, and who I would. So,
Okay,
there's a
Tony,
dude there.
I'm gonna have to go. I gotta get ready to go.
Hey,
For lunch,
What's up,
so
Kiko?
take
Tell
care.
your mother that
Bye,
we
darling.
need to make an appearance on our thing here.
All right, we'll see all
Hey, you
y'all.
never-
Take care.
Hey, you never know.
What?
You never know.
She's
Bye,
99
darling.
and a half. Good night, darling.
Good night, darling.
Yeah.
Hey,
Night,
hey,
wherever
Mr.
you are. Later,
Hey.
Dennis,
I used to hear that all the time. Hey,
Great.
Mr. Man.
everybody. Later, fellas. Have a good week.
You too.
Down to 5. One of them's got to be the twin. Under a sufficient name. I can't help myself. You make it too easy.
Mhm.
Make me feel like a fucking Ivy League.
Yeah, you know how it is.
Hey,
You ready to go back home, Tony, for the wedding?
no.
I know.
I wish I could do it via. I told my son something once. I said, "Yeah, I'll be the last time I come back before your wedding." He goes, "What?" He fucking wasn't even thinking of me. You know, like,
Might still be working on your house in the Philippines.
I guess it don't matter. You know. But I told him once. Well, if I need surgeries, I'll be back. If my father go online with him with the knee replacement, he had a heart valve replaced, and I'm thinking, well, little do you know, dude, I'd be staying at your house. He says, I said, I ain't coming back. He says, why not? It's fucking warm there.
That's right.
He says, that's a long way to fly. I go, tell me about it, man. I've done it a couple of times. I
Mhm.
know. He said, why can't you just come back here? Because my back is fucking hurt. I can't. Oh my God, dude. If I could not get at least a economy, I would. I don't know what the fuck I'd do because it hurts so bad.
I'm
Every
telling
time when there was turbulence, this kid next to me is from the bone drop by chance. My wife told me, he goes, "You okay?" I slept like 2 hours after being up 36 hours.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hey Tony, I know what you can do about them painters or those construction workers. You just fly down to Dumageddon and grab a couple of those homeless expats and put them to work.
Try to sit on a plane for 12 hours and
Yeah. Oh no.
The problem on this last trip, I used to fly. I usually fly Qatar, and when you're in a coach, and that fucking old man, it's older than you, in the front of you, leans that chair all the way back. It's got that tray table, and you're fucking cut.
Mm-mm.
And there's
I
just
had-
no. You can't stand up because you're in somebody's way.
Yeah, I had one young guy. He was maybe 26, 27 or some around there. He sat so hard back that he broke the chair.
Bad. Listen, when I flew ANA Airlines, which I love that too, but I flew on their 787. That's probably one of their newer ones. And the electronic readout on the phones and controls was that cheap orange background with the black digital stuff. They reminded me of fucking way back when I started. The seats, oh my god, the seats I think had cushions like this. That ain't shit.
That's all.
So I go up to the row next to me. I'm looking at that Chinese shit. This, you know. So I go up to the next. It's just God. It was like sitting on a wooden park bench, like a couple of crates. It was terrible. Oh, man. So this time I got kept changing mine. I told my son to give me. Well, the first thing I told him to go with the one I went. I always book through that Boda thing. I'm used to their system. The prices are relatively the same shit, so I'm gonna go through them. He goes through something else. Why he fucking did that? But on the way back, I go down to Manila, and then to LA, Chicago. Well, he doesn't know it yet, but he's got to pick me up because the last bus leaves. The last Coach USA bus leaves O'Hare at 7:30. I'm not doing till 7:15, but it's usually online now. It used to be real easy one to get through, but now I got to have. He doesn't know it, but he's got to pick me up. So his wedding's on a Friday, so I'll be coming back here on my birthday, and I'm open for visitors. I'm gonna see how much this kitchen extension costs. I'm trying to get a bigger living room in the back, but I want a storage in between, or live because I got all the piping that's from the water pipes and shit to go to the what do you call it, septic tank. I'm gonna put a storage unit there. And then I want to put a bit of a bigger living room. I might not be able to do it. It depends how they are with the restrictions out there. But I can tell you this: there ain't a person farms out on farmland, and nobody. So, I almost got it good. I'm getting there. I got it.
I have who?
You gotta get them little bastards out of there. I gotta knock it down to 2 carpenters, 2 laborers.
Right.
Because they've been fucking the dog too long. That's a term, you know.
I know. I'd be mad at him.
You can only listen. Even this is the way I am. Even if I'm one of those guys, and I've been rolled in the same fucking room for a week, I'm going nuts. How else can I stretch this? Yes, boss. They go, yes. I don't like being called that, man. I got a name. I don't like the boss shit. Them convict fuckers downtown Milwaukee would call me that. I said, I ain't no fucking boss, man. I said, I know the connotation here. Maybe it's changed since I was a kid, but that wasn't, when they called you boss, it was insulting to you. It was their way of, chain gang fuckers getting back at you. That's just the terminology back then.
Mm-hmm.
But not me, man. Hey, I'm gonna do a prayer.
I think so, in some of the cases that's the case today too.
Well, you know what? That when one guy used to run on my. He ran up on my bus. I just got out of jail. I go, you fucking proud of that, man? You want to what? Free ride because you got out of jail? If I get some badge of fucking honor?
It is if you want street cred. Because
said
you're going back to the life of being a criminal, a little thug. That's all you got. You know what I mean?
I don't want to know. I don't want to know that you're a convict. I don't need to know it. That's if I'm him, I'm personally hiding that motherfucker. Say, absolutely. And so this guy asked me for a ride downtown. I said, okay, one of those got out of jail. Okay. And so I get to the cross. I get to a certain street later on down the route. I need a transfer. I said, when you got on, I told you I'd help you out to get you to that point. Now you want more. He goes, well, aren't you supposed to help people? Don't they have audio and video on there? I go, yeah, they do, motherfucker. I don't owe you shit. Now get off my motherfucking bus. Piece of fucking.
You know what I would have told him? Yeah, I give you a ride. I gave you a ride. I transferred your ass from where you was. Get the fuck out.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Well, you couldn't have thought that back there. If you'd have told me that back then, I'd have grumbled and glad I gave it. Hesitant, I'd have gave it to you. But don't play me, motherfucker. I'm not the motherfucker that dumbass got put in the jail. I don't know you shit. I don't know you.
Matter of fact, you already paid for his time in jail.
So he wanted to transfer so he could take a bus to somewhere where he didn't have a fucking thing.
No, just because you got some prison time don't mean you got smarter.
Nah, you could just tell. You don't even got to. If you've been around the streets long enough, you just know. When somebody starts out. When they start out that conversation, right away in your mind, you go, oh, fuck.
He's going to be begging for something. You know it's coming.
Yeah. So that's what I used to go like this toward the end when I worked at nights, because they shortened down the time schedule. So somebody come on, they start their fucking spiel, and I go, okay. And then some people got pissed because they wanted to tell me their bullshit. I said, in 20 years, motherfucker, you can't tell me that. No.
And Tony, you should have put that on your disability claim. My elbow, when I be shucking these motherfuckers out. My shoulder hurt from shucking these motherfuckers out.
You know what sucks so bad is when they think you don't know the bullshit. The rest of the game. But you do because you've done a little of yourself.
Well, wait, I wonder why what is it? Friday morning? Friday afternoon.
One guy goes, I believe the illegal goes, no pesos, I got no ride over. So, one time dude said, I've been hearing it all day. Whining bullshit, free ride now. So this guy got on my bus, like skate. And right away he started to spiel, I wasn't in the mood for it. I said, no. He got off the bus. It was on a layover. He got off the bus, started walking down the street. And I thought about it. And I thought, that bad a guy. And I said, I didn't want to hear that. And he didn't give me no bullshit. He got up and left. And then I waved him over. I said, come on in. I said, I gave you a ride. You didn't cry like a bitch. You just got, I said, no, and you went on your way. I said, I appreciate the fact that you did it, but you handled it like you handled it. He said, well, I got no time for that. He's trying to get a job or whatever, So I saw the guy like 3 months later. He said, hey, remember me? Thank you again. I said, dude, you can ride on my bus for free any fucking time I see you in.
Right on.
Just because. I didn't do that for a lot of folks, but he handled it like a fucking man would handle it.
He handled it like a beggar.
Yeah. Well, the dude was, I drove that route often, and I hadn't seen him in 3 months, so something was working for him. He said, thanks. He said, thanks again. And I saw him about 6 months after that.
Sound like he got a job.
Yeah. I didn't really, I'm too busy with that route to be doing dialogue there to get going. But I appreciate the fact that he handled it the way he handled it. I reward folks, I get a lady come on every day with these 3, I think she was a day's, what they call that shit, before kindergarten, daycare. And she paid me every day, 3 kids and her. I said, Fridays are free for you because you pay me every day. So you get it. That's how I showed my appreciation for the good folk.
All right.
Hey, listen, let's go private here and go over the limit here. Got 5 people in the background.
Lurkers.
I got the twit lurker. That's the king lurker.
Yeah, you have room for some more people. So if they want to
Yeah.
hang on, they should come up.
Well, I got the link on YouTube there, so
Yeah.
if you want to come, because I'm at the 2 hour and 13 minutes.
All right, Craig, take it easy.
All right, so everybody wave goodbye. The funny folks in the background. For me, my sister's boyfriend could be the twit, could be whoever. I got 3 avatars here. Which one is? All right, buddy. Thank you for coming. See you later.
Peace.